So anyways, that song. Probably my favorite part is like and you may say to yourself, "My God, what have I done?" Fun fact: that's the song that ultimately made me decide that I'm going to move to California. Because I had been contemplating it a while, and then like that song made everything click for some reason. But anyways,
well, I wish you the best of luck when you get there.
I'm gonna die. Oh, shit, I forgot about this part.
This part's kind of annoying. Like,
it's
just because
cool.
the dragon like fucking curves and shit. He doesn't do it until the boss, but he starts like wobbling, like weeble wobble. Oh god.
Wobbling goblin
with the broken
broom. No more. We're stopping it. Shut it down. Anyways, I was telling my thing about at work, and because I'm a delivery driver for a stupid pizza place, and I tend to space out and just kind of like think about shit during the day. Usually, see, this is where it's good, where I can think about something that makes me laugh, and I can laugh about it, not worry about people watching me and being like, what the hell is that idiot laughing at? But today I was thinking about you talking to Danny Sexbag, and just when he was just like, what did he say to you? When he was just like, people care about you or whatever.
Like, I get my hug from him, and then, they're kind of shooing everybody out of they're shooing me out, because they gotta get, other people in to get their autographs and stuff. And Danny's just like, oh man, it was great meeting you and everything. I mean, just just take care of yourself, man. Like, people care about you, man. Like, you got to keep yourself going, man.
I can hear him like in my head, and just imagine him saying that, because that's like just
Danny
how he
Sexbag
fucking
is the biggest motherfucking sweetheart I have ever met.
That's what I love, because like Ninja Sexbag, it's not like they're like mean, but it's all like sex and just like raunchy stuff. And he's just this super sweet guy. And that's what I love. Also, I'm glad...
Shit, no! Oh my god, I fucked that up.
I'm glad to hear that that Aaron thinks that's rad, that my show rips him off.
Yeah, because...
any Let's Play is going to be seen as a Game Grumps ripoff at this point.
Well, I mean...
And like,
I'd be lying if I said me and Roger
yours
didn't start because of them. Like,
yeah, well,
the way ours started was basically, they were doing their Mario 3D World play.
Yeah.
And I went over to hang out with Roger and Amanda, and we started playing that because Roger wanted to get a couple more like stars and stuff, and start completing the levels.
Yeah.
So he could get into the final area. And so it's me, Roger, and Amanda playing, and we're just playing like complete fucks, being such retards and shit, and laughing our asses off. And Roger's like, "We need to do this."
Well, like, ours was just started. I mean, because, well, I was a fan of Game Grumps at the time, but Mark was just like, dude, like, when Borderlands 2 comes out, we should, like, get a capture device and just do, a Let's Play of it. And I'm like, okay. And I, like, kind of forgot about that time, because I think Borderlands 2 was, like, a ways off. And then just, like, suddenly happened, and we did it. And then Bozeman's like, hey, want to play Brave Fencer Musashi? And I'm like, sure, I haven't played that game, so we did that. And that's when it got, that one was closer to, like, Game Grumps, because, like, we actually were, like, timing the episodes more. But I think the 10-minute episode thing works well, because, like, you get anything over 15 minutes and people just get bored because the video is too long.
Yeah, like,
so I feel like that's a good time, and, like, I don't want to feel like I'm ripping them off for that. That's just... Like,
I didn't want to do 10 minutes when we started ours. I chose 15 just because, I mean, some of the stuff we're possibly doing can get kind of long.
Yeah.
So I figured, well, that way 15 minutes is a decent amount. You can throw it on in the background if you don't feel like actually watching.
Yeah.
And we can try to finish the game in fewer episodes.
Yeah.
Like,
I get that. Especially, like, when you're playing, like, a Zelda game or something
I'm
like...
I'm so happy we're finished with Link to the Past. I was getting so burned out on doing that.
The thing is, other than this, I don't know if I'll get around to doing much more Let's Plays.
Well, I mean, you can get your new roommates to.
I don't know how keen Stouts or Bear would be into that, because I don't know. I
just badger him about it.
Oh, like, well, okay. Here's the thing. Well, I know like Bear can be kind of like really shy, and I don't know how she feels about like Let's Plays, but like a lot of people from the chat like absolutely despise Let's Plays, and like Stouts is a fan of Game Grumps, but he's more of a fan of the John era. And, but I could see him maybe doing this. I don't know what we play, but I mean, he already wants to do, like, video stuff with me anyways, I think. Well, not videos, but he was talking about, like, script writing and stuff. Because he wants to be an actor.
He wants to be an actor.
Like, I guess he's actually taking, like, acting classes right now and stuff.
You know, I need to, like, go back and take other classes for stuff, like, interesting stuff.
Yeah, me too.
Like, I still want to do, like, a bartending class, because I think that'd be really fun.
Well, like, even if you don't plan on being a bartender, it's still, like...
It's just, like, fun and a cool thing to be able to do, like, at parties and stuff like that.
Okay, you want me to do some, well, I don't know how heavy I can get on this stuff, but, like, real talk kind of a thing.
You can get as heavy as you want. This is your damn channel.
Well, it's more for your sake, and the fact that when it comes to me getting, like, philosophical or just, like, thought-provoking, I'm really bad at it. But
you and me both.
I was just, like, thinking about, like, because I went to school for, like, shit that I thought I wanted to do, and then turned out that I sucked at it. But, like, I mean, I finished school, of course. But, okay, can we stop for a second? Just go back. Fucking go back.
I had to go in here because I had to mark the coffee shop.
Are, like, the creepiest enemy ever. Just fucking heads on sticks that, like, spit shit at you. Okay. Anyways. Mushrooms. Why is it mushrooms in this game, anyways? Like, every projectile is a fucking mushroom.
I don't think they're mushrooms. I think they're just, like, silver balls.
Really? They look like mushrooms to me. Am I crazy?
Maybe.
Eddie!
Damn it! Why do we keep getting hit by those?
I don't know.
Okay, yeah, like, watch.
Okay.
Come on.
Bleh.
Hey.
They look like mushrooms to me, like little mushrooms.
I can see how you would see that. They are just like silver balls, but yeah, I can see how you can see it. And that's not me like being, oh, you're so adorable, I'm just humoring you. No, I can see it.
Shut the fucking receiver. I'm sorry, I really like that stuff that Mark has. But, this is kind of like me parroting what I heard someone else say, I guess. But I feel like we're kind of, I don't want to say like as a society, but like, you're kind of forced to like figure out what you want to do and then go to school for it without knowing if you really are good at it or will ever be able to like enjoy it.
We pushed, like, I don't know what other countries do. I'm sure Japan really fucking pushes it because they're like nothing but work ethic. But, like, America, I think it's because we're trying to catch up to the rest of the world. Like, poorly, but we're trying, so we push that shit as hard as we can in high school.
Yeah. And, like, it's not easy when you're a teenager to really decide what you want to do for the rest of your life. And, like, I get that when you go to, like, college, you can change your major or transfer schools if you really have to, but it's a big pain in the ass to do so. Like, especially when you figure out, like, way into your, like, college career that you are like, I fucking hate this. But I've already got almost all the credits for it.
Well, like, that's why I'm... Like, things... I don't know, things may have worked out differently had this not been the case, but in a way I am glad that when Stout did introduce the game design stuff, that I got in, like, super early guinea pig stages of it, because when they started that program, they started it as it was still going to be in the two separate majors, so there's CS major and art major, and then what it was, they were setting it up as a concentration in each. So you could be a CS major with a concentration in game design, or an art major with a concentration in game design. So I switched my concentration over to game design from just a generic applied math and computer science major.
Yeah.
And that helped me a shit ton as far as what I get to put on my degree.
I really love Evan Simrose, like, his and his skip. But, sorry, continue.
That helped me a shit ton as far as what I get to put on my resume.
Yeah.
Because it shows up as a CS degree with a concentration in game design, and people don't really look at the concentrations nearly as much.
Yeah.
They look at your actual degree. So
that gets you a lot more shit than just
that
like,
gives you
game design.
way more leverage because people don't take game design seriously.
Oh yeah, of course.
Eventually they shifted it. Like, it was about a year after I'd gotten into the program. So because I'd already started it the way I did, they weren't going to make anybody who started it that way change over to the new system. They let them keep the old one. But after about a year, they shifted it to, it's a game design degree with a concentration in art or CS.
Ah, fuck, shit. See,
This is where the
that
platforming gets a little tweaky.
Well, that's a problem with a lot of games, is like... Oh, I forgot you could do that. Like, where like, you press jump just a little too late. Like, that's a common problem with a lot of, like, games platformers or not.
Oh, God.
I was just gonna say about, because my whole thing was, I went to college and my major was communication, which is both a good and bad major to have. Like, it's, like, most people actually see it as, like, pretty fucking useless, but communication is actually really a broad major that can get you a lot of things. Unfortunately, I was an idiot and decided I was going to focus on journalism because I thought I wanted to be a video game journalist. And most people who didn't, like, get it thought that that was a great idea, which is funny. I mean, because, like, people like my parents are just, you know, older people who don't understand that are like, oh, that's really cool. But people who fucking knew video game journalism are like, are you fucking stupid? And yeah, it turns out I'm fucking stupid. And
well, like, it's not that it's stupid, it's just, it's something if that's really what you want to do.
Well, I thought it was, and then I found that I didn't really have the drive for it.
Yeah.
And I also found out that I'm a fucking terrible journalist. But,
well, it takes, that's the sort of thing that takes work. Like, you really have to just basically write something. Doesn't fucking matter what, but you have to write something about video games, like, every single day. Yeah. Get yourself a blog.
I had the blog,
and eventually,
eventually
you will start to develop. You'll get your own style.
Yeah. Well, I had fun with my video game blog,
but
like, where I could like rant and stuff. But like the fact that like no one, like, I didn't know how to like advertise it to get people to read it, so it just
that shit's tough.
I just kind of like stopped caring. But the thing is, like I said, I found out I'm a terrible journalist, and I told someone that, and I like to take this to heart for what their response was, is they said, that's because you're not a huge asshole. And I'm like,
well,
yeah.
Fucking Greg Miller, one of the, like, biggest names in games journalism. Huge asshole.
Yeah. And just, I mean, journalists in general, like, because you gotta be, like, I don't know, it feels like you're constantly have to be invasive to, like, people's privacy for, like, interviews and stuff. And I know, like, they're not all like that, of course. But yeah, I guess I can see what he's saying. And I'm not going to pretend like I'm not an asshole, but that's a good excuse I like to throw at people for why it didn't work out for me.
Also, speaking of Greg Miller, that douchebag still owes me a fucking game of Double Dash. You hear me, Greg Miller? You're never going to watch this, but you owe me.
Yeah, I was going to say probably not.
You told me to my goddamn face.
Another thing is the fact that I went to Stevens Point, and their journalism, like...
Not exactly what they're known for.
Well, they are. The funny thing is, they are known for their communication, like, stuff. But, oh my god, it was like the worst fucking journalism stuff. Because, most of the classes are sports journalism. That's the last fucking thing I wanted to do. And yet, of course, everyone there wanted to do it. They're a bunch of fucking idiots. But, yeah. Was that the end of that one?
Yep.
Okay, I gotta pee before we start the next one.
Well, Andy's gonna go pee, and then we'll see y'all back next time.
I didn't realize I was still going.
Hey, we should probably play and get comfy and touch ourselves. What? Did I say that?
You better believe I did.